guys, my name is Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel if you're new. I usually do couponing content over here on this channel. I love to show you how you can save money using coupons and rebate apps. So if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe, and I will totally help you with that. But today we're doing something a little different. We're doing an extreme grocery challenge with Amy Way to Save. She's done these videos a couple of times over on her channel, and I think it's pretty cool, and it's another great way to save money. So we're gonna get into one of those today. We challenge each other to do 3 days of dollar meals. So $1 per meal, so a total of $9 for 3 days. It's gonna be insane. So I'm gonna go shopping. I already know a couple of things I wanna grab because I know that out of pocket is gonna be pretty low, but there are some things that I'm just like dinner, I'm not sure on yet. So we're gonna get into the store and see what we can get. I know from couponing, there's a couple, there's 28-cent pasta if I need it at Walmart, and there's some other things, but this is a challenge for you if you have 3 days until you get paid and you have 10 bucks in your account and you don't want to spend over. So if that's you, definitely stick around. Also, this is not like a meal prep video, or this is not a chef video. So you are gonna be eating basic foods, but we're gonna do it the best we can and enjoy our food while we do it. So let's get into the store. We're gonna go to Aldi, but Walmart has a couple of good couponing deals that we're gonna get because I wanna get the most bang for my buck. These veggie straws, stars and stripes, are on sale at Walmart for $4.98 each. Yes, that's my whole budget of $10, but I'm gonna show you that I can get all that money back using swag bucks. So I'll pay $9.98 at the checkout, but I'll get back $10 on swag bucks, making them completely free, and this is a great snack for the next couple of days. If you're not into couponing deals, just skip this deal. I just thought it was a good snack option for these few days. Because I'm big into couponing, I know the deals that come around. This lunch meat deal is amazing. You do need to print a printable coupon from the website coupons.com, but I linked that down below. These little packs of lunch meat only cost 50 cents in my Walmart, and there's a $1 off 5 coupon that you can print. So I'll just pay $1.50 for 5 of these at checkout, but then I'll redeem on an app called Ibotta. If you don't have it, definitely grab it. It's amazing. You'll get $1 back from them, making the net price for this lunch meat just 50 cents for 5 or just 10 cents a piece, which is amazing. I knew I could get cheap rice at Walmart, but they only had this brown rice for 78 cents. And I really wanted white rice, so I didn't pick it up this time. But I do end up regretting this decision because I didn't find any better rice situations at Aldi. I also thought about getting these 28 cents bag of shells. This is in the Hispanic food aisle. It's 28 cents for some pasta, and I think that's a great price. I didn't grab it because I went for more of a Mexican themed taco bowl, but this is a great option if you're super low on cash. That's all I bought from Walmart, so I decided to go to Aldi because I knew they had super cheap produce and meat. I regret not buying eggs at Walmart because I could have got a 6-pack for like 64 cents and I had to spend a little bit more at Aldi. I decided to go ahead and grab an avocado. They're 65 cents each, which is not that expensive, but when you only have $9, it is kind of expensive. This is a kind of a splurge, but it'll help my dinner and my breakfast be really good. So I'm gonna pick it up and see if I can grab it. Next up, I decided to go with sandwiches for lunch since I already got that lunch meat for 50 cents. Aldi has a variety of bread. They have some that is like 99 cents, as low as 65 cents. So I'm looking around to see which one I can grab for the best bang for my buck and for my tastes. I found this wheat bread right here for just 65 cents. It's split top wheat bread. 65 cents is pretty good for a loaf of bread, so I'm gonna grab this. We already grabbed some snacks at Walmart for completely free, and lucky for us because these snacks are super out of range for my budget. They do have pork rinds for 65 cents if that's something you're into, as well as corn chips. So if you don't grab the free snacks at Walmart, you could get some pork rinds for super cheap at Aldi. I'm super glad I grabbed that lunch meat for 50 cents at Walmart because $2.45 for lunch meat is out of my budget. I do want cheese. They have this block cheese for $1.45, but I'm not sure if I have enough cash yet. I do need some eggs. This is where I made an instant regret. These were $1.08 and Walmart had a 6-pack for 71 cents. So I could have grabbed those instead and just had fewer eggs, but unfortunately I already left. I'm not going back. So we're getting these for $1.08. I was really hoping for a pack of thighs or drums that was less than like $3. They didn't have any. This was $4, which is not that bad, but I don't need that much meat, so I'm just gonna keep going and looking. I did see some other things that were cheaper over here. This pack of ground chicken was just $2.95, so I definitely think I'm gonna pick that up, but I'm gonna keep looking just in case. The drumsticks actually sounded really good with like roasted vegetables, but they only had these huge packs. They were only $1.19 a pound, but I did not need this much chicken. So it looks like I'm grabbing this ground chicken for $2.95. I felt confident with this choice, but my total was now $5.18, and I definitely wanted to get some vegetables, so we're gonna have to get creative. I looked in the can section. They had lots of things for like 65 cents, which is not bad. I was thinking of grabbing beans and like some diced tomatoes. These diced tomatoes right here were 46 cents, which isn't bad. So I grabbed these because that's not a bad price. Then I needed to grab some black beans. They had this can right here for 48 cents, so I picked it up. That brought our total up to $6.12. We're getting really close to that $9, and there's a few things I still want to grab. I wanted to show you guys that you can get mac and cheese for 34 cents. But if you wanted pasta on the low, I definitely recommend those shells for 28 cents at Walmart, because these packs are 79 cents. I went over to the Hispanic section and saw this tomatoes that were just 39 cents. So I put back the ones that were 46 cents and grabbed these 39-cent can, and bringing our total back to $6.05. So I couldn't stop thinking about that cheese because it would make my sandwiches and my taco bowls better. I decided to go with this block of cheese, which was $1.45, which brought my total up to $7.50. I still wanted to grab some peppers and onions, but there's only like huge packs at Aldi, so I'm gonna have to go to another store. I also regret not buying that rice at Walmart. They didn't have a lot of rice options at the Aldi. I decided to go with this little box of rice, which was 89 cents. That brought my total up to $8.39, which puts me close to that $9. But I am going to get a couple of cents back from the rebate apps that I use, so I'm definitely pushing it close. And there's enough servings in this box to put me through the 3 days. I wanted to show you that they have frozen vegetable options at Aldi. They have broccoli for 75 cents and some other things for like 85 cents. So I was going to do like drumettes and broccoli and potatoes, but they didn't have the drumettes that I needed. I wanted to see how much money I had left, so I checked out at Aldi. I spent $7.60 as a subtotal, and I had spent 50 cents at Walmart, so that brought my total to $8.10. Ibotta gave me back 10 cents for any receipt, and I was able to get back a total of 6 cents from Swag Bucks, bringing my total down to $7.94. I have $1.06 to spend on vegetables. So I wanted to see if I could grab some vegetables. I really wanted peppers and onions or zucchini or something. They didn't have a lot of options at Aldi, so I ended up having to go to my local grocery store to see what they had. They didn't have a small enough zucchini, so I decided to go ahead and grab a green pepper. They were on sale this week for 79 cents, which is pretty good. And I found the smallest white onion I could and went to check out. Let's see how much I spent. Here is everything I grabbed today. My total was a little bit over, but lucky for me, I used rebate apps to get it down. I was super excited about all the things I was able to get for less than $9. I'm gonna show you my receipts so you can see exactly how it worked out. So let's go ahead and look at those. You already saw at Aldi that I spent $7.60. And then at my local grocery store, I spent a total of $1.43 plus tax, but I did redeem on Ibotta and Swag Bucks and got back a few cents. I did buy stuff at Walmart. I bought the Stars and Stripes for $10 and the lunch meat, which was a net cost of 50 cents. So my total was actually $19.51, but I immediately got the Swag Bucks back from purchasing the Stars and Stripes, which brought me down to $9.51. And then I got a total of 60 cents back from Ibotta. It gave me 10 cents for any item from Aldi. And then it credited my account 50 cents from purchasing the peppers and onions. It says lettuce and popcorn, but I didn't ask for it to credit that. It's just automatic. So I'm going to take it and include it in my numbers, which brings me down to $8.91. You can think that's a stretch, but I think I did pretty good for less than $9. Let's get into these meals. All right, we are up for breakfast. We're going to have our eggs on toast today. I'm super excited about it. Let's get into this meal and see what we're going to make. Guys, I meant it when I said I wasn't a chef. Here I am trying to fry an egg and it completely failed. But that's okay. I used 2 eggs this morning and I went ahead and put 2 pieces of toast in the toaster and I served it up on a platter. I also have some blueberries you see on my plate. My husband's grandma actually let me come and pick blueberries the day before. So I had some blueberries that I thought I could use since they were free. And I used everything but the bagel seasoning since I already had it. And I serve up the plate and go ahead and have breakfast. I wanted to show you guys here in my strawberry container that I kept from the last time we bought strawberries. I filled it up with blueberries that we got from David's grandma's house. These were all picked for completely free, so I'm definitely going to eat these with my meals this week. This breakfast actually turned out to be super delicious. I was very full and I was excited about the day after this. I had a busy day, so I filled up my water bottle and I grabbed a bag of Stars and Stripes as a snack just in case I got hungry. I did my Target couponing and I wanted a snack after, so I went ahead and ate my Stars and Stripes in the car before lunch. I got home for lunch and then I decided to make a sandwich. I went ahead and had a cold sandwich for lunch. I cut up some Colby Jack cheese and I went for turkey today. These packs of turkey meat are 1 serving, so I went ahead and used one of these packs, made a sandwich, served it right up with some veggie straws and some more free blueberries from my husband's grandma's house. This lunch was very filling. I missed a lot of vegetables, but hey, when you're on a budget, this is pretty good. Since I had an immense amount of eggs, I decided to go ahead and make some boiled eggs. I used my air fryer. Yes, it's very seasoned. I put it on 270 and let them cook for about 15 minutes. They turn out perfectly like this. They were super hot, but I decided to put them in a container and into the fridge for a snack whenever I needed it. I'm just gonna go ahead and meal prep my dinners so I can just grab it and put it in the microwave. I'm making ground chicken taco bowls. These sounded super delicious and they were pretty cheap, so let's go ahead and make them. Got my butter going for my rice. Went ahead and grabbed some seasonings that I could mix together to season my meat. Fun fact, I actually made money on buying that seasonal a couple of months ago, so this meal is actually way cheaper than you think. I'm gonna mix up these spices and get them ready for the meat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put oil in the pan so I can start browning my meat. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stick my rice in because my butter is looking pretty fantastic. I literally followed the box on the rice because I wasn't making normal rice. And this rice had special seasoning and stuff, so I wanted to cook it exactly like it said. So for the rice, I went ahead and browned it and got it looking right. While that was browning up, I went ahead and put in my ground chicken into the pan next door. I went ahead and put all of it because I was just gonna go ahead and portion it out. I'm sure I'll have leftovers because this is more than 3 days worth of food, but I just ground it up and let it cook. Once my rice mixture was brown, I went ahead and added water and I put not all of the seasoning packet because I didn't want super chicken flavored rice, but I put some of the flavoring into the boiling pot and let it cook for 20 minutes. Checked on my meat, it was starting to brown up. I've never cooked with ground chicken. It's super white, so I was not sure. I wanted to make sure it was completely cooked, so I cooked it up for a little bit longer. Cut up my pepper and onion, pulled out my avocado because I wanted to use it. I seasoned up my meat and pulled it off of the eye and went ahead and used the same pan to fry up my peppers and onions. I put a little oil in there and just stuck in my peppers and onions. I wanted these kind of crispy, so I cooked them for quite a while. My rice was looking just right, so I pulled it off of the oven, cleaned off my beans, threw in my tomatoes and green chilies, and I warmed these up in the microwave because I was lazy. Portioned my rice out for the 3 meals and then threw in my ground chicken. I had plenty of ground chicken, so I put in a good bit on each of the plates. And then I went ahead and put the rest of the ground chicken into a container because I could use it later on in the week. Topped each of them with some beans and tomatoes and green chilies. This made them look very pretty, added some color. Then I topped them off with my veggies that had just finished. I added a little bit of peppers and onions to each of the platters, as well as a little bit of avocado, and they turned out delicious, y'all. Look how delicious these look. I went ahead and packed up 2 of them for dinners for the next 2 days. Served myself up and ate this fabulous dinner, y'all. This turned out super delicious and super cheap. Except I had tons of dishes. Day 2 was just a repeat of day 1. I ate all of the same things, except for I made a grilled cheese. So here's me making the grilled cheese. Between the 3 days, I ate 1 grilled cheese, well, grilled ham and cheese, and then 2 cold turkey sandwiches, which is pretty good. So I'm warming up my buns, adding up my cheese and my meat. And while this was cooking, I went ahead and plated up the rest of my lunch. I did veggie straws and blueberries again because we eating for cheap, and this is what I got. Once my sandwich was done, I went ahead and plated it up, cut it up to make it beautiful because this is a gourmet grilled cheese. Guys, the Buddig packs have so much meat in them. It's such a good bang for your buck. For the other 2 dinners, I just warmed up my dinner and ate them. They ended up being super delicious. I definitely recommend just throwing together what I bought. It turns out super tasty. But for the last breakfast, since I had leftovers from making my dinners and meal prepping them, I decided to go ahead and make a huevos rancheros. I had some beans, leftover peppers and onions, and avocado, and some tomatoes. So I fried up 2 eggs. I was getting better. Look at these fried eggs. I like mine over hard, so I kept on cooking them. I wanted to cook down my beans and tomato mixture because I wanted it to be a little bit more like chunky, so I smashed it a little bit. And my eggs were looking really good, so I went ahead and served them up on a plate. I warmed up my leftover peppers and onions and added those right on top of my eggs. Then I went ahead and doused my eggs in my tomato and bean mixture. Added some avocado, and this was delicious, you guys. Love this meal so far. It's definitely my favorite breakfast I've made. Lunch and dinner on the 3rd day were just repeats. I had another cold sandwich and my leftover taco bowls. I just warmed them up in the microwave. They were really good warmed up for the next 2 days, so I was not concerned about them not tasting good after putting them in the fridge. As for leftovers at the end of this challenge, you can see that I had quite a bit of leftovers. I had leftover chicken and some mixture from my huevos rancheros as well as my taco bowls. And I had a couple of eggs left. I had quite a bit of veggie chips left over, 2 packs of deli meat, and in my strawberry container, I had quite a bit of blueberries from David's grandma's still left over. Guys, this turned out to be pretty fabulous. I forgot to use the cheese on my taco bowl night, but I definitely have that left over as well. Let's get into my final thoughts. I finally completed the 3 days of dollar meal challenge with Amy Made to Save. Make sure you check out her video over on her channel. Guys, this was harder than I expected, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. Let me know down in the comments what you would do differently. Obviously, there's room for improvement, so I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!